Our next bout is a 152-pound open championship. This bout will consist of three-minute rounds. The referee is Frankie Pena. In the gold corner, Brian Ceballo, 22 years old. He represents New York Athletic Club. Brian is a 4-time Golden Gloves champion. He's a personal trainer from Manhattan. His record this year, 1 decision, 1 knockout, 1 bye. And in the blue corner, Justin Biggs, 24 years old, representing New Bed Stuy Boxing Club. Justin is from Brooklyn. He works as a home health aide. His record, 2 decisions, 1 knockout.
All right, this will decide 152. We like to call this a little juice in the building here at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. A special edition of Broadway Boxing, the 89th annual New York Daily News Golden Gloves Finals. Rich Quinones, Mike Lee calling action. Glad you're joining us this evening. This should be a dandy between Brian Ceballo, the 22-year-old in the gold trunks, taking on Justin Biggs, the 23-year-old in the blue trunks. And you mentioned Biggs, southpaw. He signed up for this tourney, you would appreciate this, just to face his opponent this evening.
Oh,
that is what I like to call gumption.
I love it. And you could tell right there in that face-off, that was one of the most intense face-offs I've ever seen in the amateurs.
Ceballo, as we mentioned, world-ranked amateur, breeze past Moses Okoro 3-0 in the semis. Sound, smart, just a very good fighter. One thing about Biggs, though, he's one of those hungry fighters. You know, you sign up for a tournament just to face a guy. That's having a lot of stones. I think that's having confidence in yourself as well, and a little chip on your shoulder. Absolutely.
You know, as a fighter, everybody wants to talk about your physical talents, but let me tell you, it's a lot about your mentality when you go into the fight. Some of the best fights I've ever had have been because I wanted to win for a certain reason, or I had more confidence for a certain reason. So you really need to put that into play here.
Early stages, round number 1, slated for 3 3-minute rounds. Kind of see that deep, intense focus by both fighters, too, if you just look right into their eyes. Good body shot by Ceballo. Got in, got out.
You notice on that body shot, too, he slid to the left and got out of the way of Biggs' power there. Right there. Step to the side against the southpaw. That's what you need to do with your lead foot. That's exactly what Ceballo is doing. Beautiful right hand up top as well, stepping to the side. Scoring shot right there by Ceballo. And he's definitely a fighter, Mike, that will pick and choose. He'll get in, he'll get out. Straight left down the boulevard by Biggs, not to be denied. Not a scoring blow, but I think it maybe woke up Ceballo a little bit. Biggs still looks really comfortable in there. I think he's a very good counter puncher. Stays relaxed, waits, boom, right there. Ooh. Ceballo just missed with the uppercut. Snaps that left. Straight right by Ceballo. Biggs just kind of flinched, did the 23-year-old. Under 30 to go. Left again by Ceballo. Uppercut by Ceballo. He's got his left. I don't know if his arm was hooked or if he just couldn't get it out of there, but probably got away with one on that one, Mike. Beautiful slip back. Ceballo's finding phenomenal range right now. Coming in and coming out, landing his shots and getting out of the danger zone. Just a faster fighter of the two. 2 right hands in a row right there. I love seeing that same hand. As we close in on one of the books, cannot be saved by the bell. A warranted standing 8. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous straight right. One in the books as you're shaking your head. Beautiful right hand shot there. Like I just said, 2 right hands in a row. That's really confusing as a fighter. So I like him coming out and really mixing it up. Spirited round number 1. We take a look at some of the action. There it is, that right hand with the head off the line. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Right hand, get the head off the line. Let's see one more time here.
stepping to the left, and that's exactly where he hurt him and buckled Biggs.
And it was 2 in a row. I don't have a problem with that standing 8. Typically, people will look to see if the head gets snapped back, but it was just a clean shot, and it was 2 in a row, too. And it pushed him back. It rocked him. It did some damage.
Absolutely. I think in the amateurs, that's fine for a standing 8.
When we take a look at this young man right now, as we take a look in the corner of Brian Ceballo, we mentioned defending champ, world-ranked amateur. You would think, though, sometimes young fighters will overlook their opponent, but he really came out guns a-blazing, very focused in round number 1.
He did, and I think he came out cautious, too, though. Well, never mind. He threw caution to the wind with that lead left hook. I spoke too soon.
He doubles up on that left, Ceballo on the gold, Biggs in the blue.
Ceballo's got a lot more confidence this round. You can just tell the way he's moving, his body language.
How deflating is that when you kind of get dominated in a round, and then you have to come back out and you know that your opponent has even more confidence?
Well, it's very deflating. I've been knocked down once in my pro career, and I know that immediately you think, what do I have to do to convince the judges that I'm going to win this fight? And so you really put the pressure on yourself, and that's what Biggs is doing. He's thinking to himself, I have to win this round now.
Body shot by Ceballo, then back up top again. Pushes back Biggs left and right again by Ceballo. Body shot again, left hook to the body, liver shot. Biggs frowning a little bit, but still fighting a good fight, moving forward.
I love that Ceballo is throwing his right hand while he's moving. All these punches he's throwing while he's moving. He's not stationary. Right there. Finds the right hand, spins out of the way. Hit and don't be hit. That right there is the beauty of boxing.
Midway through round number 2. Biggs almost caught Ceballo off balance there. Good recovery by the 22-year-old from NYAC. Highly talented amateur in the gold, Brian Ceballo. Setting up his shots now using that left. If you're Biggs right now, and you know it's going to be hard to kind of bait your opponent, what's the game plan here?
I think you have to cut off the ring. Right now it kind of seems like he's chasing him. And so put your combinations together, find your openings, and cut off that ring. He's just getting beat to the punch right now. And I think that's because Ceballo has a lot of head movement, and he's just a more accurate puncher.
Going to check the headgear, I believe. Nope, pardon me. They're going to lace up the left shoe of Brian Ceballo, which gives Biggs, if anything, it gives him an extra breather. Maybe a couple seconds to kind of rethink his game plan.
They both came out of this break swinging. 40 seconds left in the round. They know they got to push it.
Good body shot by Ceballo again. Biggs trying to cut that ring off, stalking his opponent. Under 30 to go in the second round, slated for 3. It'll decide 152-pound open champion. Oh, good left up top by Ceballo. Straight right down the boulevard. Biggs misses. Ceballo on the attack again. Body shot. Uppercut by Ceballo. Straight right by Ceballo. 2 in the books as they rise here at the Barclays Center. Great action between these two.
Crowd is loving this fight. A lot of action both rounds. I'm excited for this next one.
Well, 2 in the books as we take a look at some of the action between Brian Ceballo and Justin Biggs. And again, just being first. What do you see?
That's a beautiful left hand there by Biggs, actually. He rolled off that hook and then threw that left hand. Very nice. Right there, too. That left hand is strong. It just hasn't found a home yet. Maybe that'll come around in these few rounds. But good head movement. Even though he did get rocked there, I do like the head movement by Biggs.
People will watch this fight, and it could be one of those situations where Justin Biggs, 23-year-old, is a really good fighter. He's just taken on a kid that you can say all you want about the amateur ranks, but potentially could be pro ready. Sometimes you just get in there and you can't do anything.
Absolutely, and as the old saying goes, styles make fights. So you just never know. Every single opponent is different, and every single style is different. So it totally depends on what you're faced up against.
Third and final round, 3 minutes to go in this one. Brian Ceballo, Justin Biggs, and I give Biggs a ton of credit because, again, taking a lot of shots, but he's just fighting forward. He said he signed up for this tournament to take on Brian Ceballo. The old adage, be careful what you wish for, but the kid has held his own thus far. Needs a little magic in this third round. Oh, walked right into a right. Good body shot again by Brian Ceballo in the gold. Ooh, left up top by Ceballo.
Biggs keeps that right hand down, so he needs to be careful for that left hook. It just landed twice.
That's the first time all fight that Biggs actually dictated the action, and it was just a split second right up against the ropes.
Absolutely. I'm not sure what was said in that corner, but he seems to be coming out here this round on a mission. I think he feels he's down in the scorecards.
Minute in. Third and final round. Ceballo's just found a home with that left. One-two by Ceballo, gets in, gets out. It's got to be a daunting task for Justin Biggs. It really does.
Yeah, there's just so much movement right now from Ceballo. Left, right, head movement.
Straight right.
Straight right hand while moving.
Perhaps Biggs' best punch of the night caught Ceballo.
Woo! Biggs went for the fences there with that uppercut.
Under a minute to go. This will decide 152 open. Body shot again by Ceballo, nothing doing.
Like I said earlier, that left hand for Biggs just has not found a home yet. Sometimes it's been just a few inches, but that's a dangerous shot. Ceballo still needs to stay focused and stay alert. 30 seconds left in this round, anything can happen.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The last thing he wants to do is just have a lackadaisical approach with under 30 to go.
Absolutely. That's the crazy thing about this game. One punch can change everything.
Under 10 to go. Oh, good left by Biggs. Trying to work some magic. Great. They exchange. Ceballo and Biggs. Good fight.
What a fight.
Good fight. Excellent fight. I give a lot of credit to Justin Biggs. Like I said, you sign up for a tournament just to take on someone who's a world-ranked amateur. That's a lot of guts, and he took a lot of shots, and he continued to fight. He really did shed a lot of heart in there.
I love it. Both fighters came out not only with big power shots, but they did it the right way. They set it up. They were technically sound. Exciting fight.
We'll come back with the decision. More Broadway boxing right after this. Welcome back, everyone, inside the Barclays Center in Brooklyn, New York. An entertaining affair between Brian Ceballo and Justin Biggs. Rich Quinones, Mike Lee ringside for the official decision on this one. We'll go back inside the ring to Kevin Van Meter.
Let's hear it for the boxers, ladies and gentlemen. The 152-pound open champion is from the gold corner, Brian Ceballo. Brian Ceballo will be awarded his Golden Gloves from Golden Gloves Tournament Director Brian Adams.
I guess the only other question when you take a look at the 22-year-old Brian Ceballo, Mike, is a lot of people are going to start to say, okay, is this kid pro ready? Can you kind of, look, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit 3 rounds in, but we know the pedigree in the background.
Absolutely. You know, what I liked about him in terms of a pro style is I've been saying it all night. He dictated that range very nicely. He didn't just come in there and throwing punches. He threw them at angles. He came inside, outside. He had power. He also had a little bit of finesse. You know, that's obviously up to him and his team, but I think at 22 years old, I'm very impressed with how good he is.
So the 22-year-old walks away with a 152-pound title and certainly has a bright future ahead of him.